Hello, and this week we are talking about the order of operations. So I wanted to kind of go over what the students will be doing for their work. And so we're looking at right now our student interactive notebook. And so it was just like a composition book. And I'm going to show you an example of where we're at on this. So for me, I am on page 10. Let me bring this up just a little bit. All right, great. So for this here, my students were talking about order of operations. We defined what is order of operations, and order of operations really is the order that is used to solve different parts of a math problem. So when we see different operations within a problem, whether it be we see addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, even those parentheses or exponents, really the order of operation tells us where are we going to start in this problem. So we used the PEMDAS, the Please Excuse My Dear Aunt Sally, and PEMDAS is just a tool that we use to remember the order of operations. And so for our order of operations, really what it is first we start with parentheses. And parentheses can also, so we have parentheses and we also have some grouping symbols as well that would fall under this category. The next step in order of operations would be E, or exponents. This is an example here of what a number with an exponent would look like. The next thing that we would want to do in the problem would be multiplication or division. And so for this here, if we have both of these operations in a problem, we would go from the left to the right depending on any order that multiplication or division will be in. Same thing with addition and subtraction. After we've went through our multiplication or division, we would look at that addition or subtraction, and same thing, if we have both of these operations in a problem, then we would solve from the left to the right. This is the little graphic organizer that they're going to put into their book. It just says the P stands for parentheses or grouping symbols, exponents, multiplication or division, and addition or subtraction. Okay. Some key things to think about whenever we are talking about the order of operations is to make sure that we always multiply and divide from left to right, that we always subtract or add from left to right, and that we always follow the order of operations inside of the parentheses. For multiple grouping symbols, work from the inside out. And so I have an example of what that means. We may see a problem that looks like this here, and yes, we've got a set of parentheses and we also have a set of brackets or another grouping symbol here. And so really what this means is that what we will do is instead of doing it all together from the left to the right, we would actually do those parentheses first inside of the brackets. So once we do that first, the 5 plus 2, we would get that 7. We would, of course, drop that 2 times down. So now our problem would look like this here. So 2 times 7 within the brackets, take away 4. We would do our brackets first, which would give us 14. Take away the 4 would give us 10. So that's just kind of an example there of how we would use this nice little reminder to use to follow the order of operations inside of parentheses.